Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to discuss about few important concepts related to module in JavaScript. So this is the agenda of the session. We will see what is module and why it is important to use, how to use one module in other modules, use of edge with export and import, what is default export and named export, how to use module which are downloaded from npm registry in our project. So let's begin our session. What is module? Module is a javascript file or .js file which can contain the variables, the functions or class. You can see one javascript currency.js. It is having few constants, one currency conversion function, and this is function. So this is the example of module. Currency.js is a module. Normally one module will have related functions or constant or variables. In this case currency.js, it can have more than one function which are more or less related to currency only. So it can have currency conversion, it can have to get the default currency, it can have to find the list of all currencies. The functions related to currency only. This module concept help us to organize our big code base in better way. Suppose you are developing a application related to e-commerce, and we know that e-commerce will have functionality related to user, it will have functionality related to payment, search, there are many more. So we divide our application in modules: the user module, payment module, and search module. The other module also, user module will have javascript which will have functions, constant, variables related to operations which can performed by the user: the add user, delete user, or update user. Payment will have a functions or constant variables which related to payment, and search will have a the functions or variables constant related to search functionality. So this kind of segregation help us to organize our code or the code base in a better way. And one module can also be used in other module. The if payment wants to use the user module, then payment module can use the user module. If payment module use the search module, then it can also use the search module. So there is way how to use one module and other that we are going to see next. Now let's see how to use one module in other module. Under this topic we will see how to use export and import. We have a two keyword, export and import. Export is used to publish the member of a module so that those members can be used or can be called in other module, and import is used to call the member of other module. What is the member of modules? The variables, any object, functions, or you can say the class. So let's see how we can do that. This is the currency.js module which we already discussed in the previous slide. Suppose we want to use this currency.js in the payment.js. So first we will have to export the member of this module. How we can export? Using the export keyword. You can put just export. So here export. We have exported all the members of this module, the constants as well as the function. If we do not export any of the member of the module, then that member we will not able to use in other module. Now let's see how we can use this module in the payment.js. So to use the module, first you will have to load the module, or you will have to import the module. To import the module, you need to use the import keyword, then star h, you can say currency from, and here you need to give the relative path of the module which you want to load. So we want to load the currency.js, and I am assuming that currency.js and the payment.js in the same folder. So here we can give like this currency.js. Star means it will input all the members of this module, and edge means we are giving the alias, so we can refer those members using this word currency. How we can refer? Currency dot and the member, you can refer any member which has been exported. So this is how we can refer that. You can call the function as well, like this currency dot that function name and the argument. Import or use the other module. So you can see we have imported or loaded all the members of this module. Suppose we want to import the selected member of the module, this module. We have a need of only function. So we can import the function only. How we can do that? Instead of star, you can use the curly braces, opening, closing, and name of that function or member which you want to import. Then you can use this. This is how you can use the or you can import the selected members. You can give the list of members here also, like this, copy, and here. You can use this also. But so this is how you can import the selected members of the module. You can also export the class. So for example, this is the user.js module, and here you can see I have exported the class. And the same way you can import. So how? Import name of the class user from path. So relative path of the module which you want to load. So I'm assuming that user.js and the payment.js in the same path. So dot.js. So this is how you can also import or export the class. So we have seen that whichever member we want to export, we can put export keyword for that member declaration. There is one more way to export the members. Use the export keyword only single time, then give the list of members here like this, like whichever member you want to export. And we can remove from here. We can save. So in this way also we can export the members, and there would be no change in this module where we have imported already. Now let's see how to use edge with export and import. You can also use the alias at the time of export or import. How? Suppose you have exported like this, you can give the edge A, edge B, edge C, and we can save. And we can also use these aliases at the time of import. How? So suppose we want to import this. So how we can import? We can give the alias as well. V, comma C, and then we can use that. How we can call these? So A is the constant, so we can alert this, and C is the function, so we can call like this. So this is how we can use the members which has been aliased. During the import also we can use the alias. How? Let's remove this, and we are importing this. So here you can import this HA. So this is how you can use the alias or edge. Down the line you can refer this as A. So this is how we can use the alias at the import side. Now let's see what is default export and named export. Here we have seen how we can export the members. So let's remove this declaration and use the export here. Export, export. We can make one member of module as a default export. So how we can do that? You need to use the keyword default and you can save. So this is the default export of the module. We cannot use more than one default in the same module. So if we are using the default with the member, then during the import, you don't have to use the curly braces. So how we can import that default member? You can import like this. So like this, you can import the default member. You don't have to give the curly braces. You can use the same with class as well. You can give here export default. So at the time of import, you can remove this. And down the line, you can use this. You can refer this as per your requirement. Thing you need to keep in mind that we can use the default export as well as the named export together. So comma, curly braces and this comma, one more member this. So this is how we can use the default export as well as the named export together. If we are using the default with the export, then that is called the default export. If we are not using default with the export, that is called the named export. You can also use this default export with this syntax default. You can remove from here this. At the time of import, you can give this name or you can give any name of your choice. So when you will use this down the line, when you will refer this, it would point to this, means this. Same with the class. So you are using the default with the class. So at the time of import, you can give any name and it will refer to user class only because that is the default. If that is not default, then at the time of import, you cannot give any name. Even in the curly braces, you will have to give the exact name of the class this. But with the default, you can give any name and it will point to this class only. So this is the use of the default. Now let's see how to use module downloaded from npm registry in our project. I've created one Node.js project to show the use case and I have downloaded one package called uppercase. It is used to convert the string in uppercase. I want to use this uppercase in my project, in my application. So first you need to download this. How to download that we will see when we will discuss about the package manager. Just want to mention that whenever we download any package or module from npm registry, all the modules are downloaded in this folder called node underscore modules. If this folder is not present, then it would be created automatically and the package which you are downloading would be placed in this folder node underscore modules. After downloading this, we want to use this in the application. To use in the application, first you need to import that package or module, or you can say JavaScript library. How to import that we already discussed. So only thing we need to remember that you just here need to give the name of the package. You don't have to give any relative path, anything else. How to find the name of the package? You need to go to that package and you need to see the package.json. So I am inside the upper hyphen case package, and here you can see package.json, and in the name field you can see the name of the package. So this is upper hyphen case. So here you can see we are giving upper hyphen case. Here I have imported the this function. If you want to check which all functions it is having, then you can go to that module and you can see it is having two functions, local uppercase and the uppercase. So we would use this uppercase, and you can see the export here, which we already discussed, and here we are using the uppercase. Then down the line you can see I am using this uppercase function to convert this hello world into uppercase. In this way you can load or import any JavaScript library or package, or you can say module, to use in the application. Let's run the application if see this uppercase is working or not. So server is up and running on the port 3000. I already opened the tab. Here you can see 3000 port with localhost. Now let's refresh this. So you can see the hello world is coming in capital letters, uppercase. Means our uppercase function is working fine. That's all for this session. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.